Hey guys, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. In the last episode, Link made his way through the Temple of Time, finally, after taking on the 3 shrines across the Great Sky Island. We got the recall ability, and then we had to set back outside to the Great Sky Island once again to take on one last final extra shrine that allowed Link to get past the Great Sky Island Temple of Time's doors to lead his way over here to the last thing standing in his way from getting to Hyrule Kingdom down below, and after mysteriously the Master Sword disappearing through time, thanks to him putting it up to some light right over here on this platform. And then we had a dragon raise the clouds, and now here it's time to finally make our way to Hyrule Kingdom down below. Everyone's been waiting for him with all the gloom and all that other stuff that has taken over the kingdom, and it's time for the hero to make his triumphant return once again. So let's go ahead and do it, Link. Hyrule Kingdom awaits! Let's go! Ooh, okay, not the proper way. Let's do it the proper way. There we go. Here we go, skydiving our way down through the clouds below. You know what, let's go ahead and make this some more fun by speeding things up a bit as well. Here we go, we gotta make our way into the destination right below, into that great pond of water. Oh man, just such a great moment. It's like getting off the Great Plateau, but on a much higher scaled version, because you're jumping through higher into the sky, into the water below, to the Kingdom of Hyrule. We've made it, Link. We finally made it back. Hopefully, I can find somewhere to step off so we don't have to drown over here. There we go. We're good. Stand on the lily pad. Make our way a little bit above to the sand. And here we are. The Kingdom of Hyrule. Looking nice. Very pretty music. Now here we go. We can finally gain access to the surface map with the cool ability to, of course, switch layers of maps anytime you want. Now, our story destination. We got to make our way a little bit central over here towards the middle of Hyrule. It says we did land in the central area, of course. Got to reclaim all the towers once again. It's not going to carry over that data from Breath of the Wild, but it's fun because they do change things up with the locations. But yeah, of course, just like Breath of the Wild, now that we've finally made our way to the kingdom after ending the tutorial area, there's all sorts of things we could do. We can walk around, fight some enemies, go check some places out, but the one key difference here, outside of finding this new Dazzle Fruit, we can go ahead and pick up. Going to be a very handy item to blind enemies to get into the attack. But what I was going to be talking about, the main important thing, we don't have the paraglider. Because in Tears of the Kingdom, you don't get that until much later in the game. Not super, super late, but compared to when you get in Breath of the Wild, you do have to wait a little longer. So we're going to have to be careful about how we approach going around and stuff, as we can't fly around just yet to save ourselves from a high fall just yet, Link. So we're going to have to be a bit careful about that. I mean, well, I guess for now, it would just be for the best if we start to make our way towards the destination, since we don't really have all that cool, helpful exploration stuff. But yes, of course, there we go. We can already see some shrines in the background through some stables. Hyrule Castle once again looking bad, but not by the calamity. We got the gloom this time around. I think, is that a monster camp, maybe? It kind of looks like something to do with a monster camp. It is indeed. Oh, hey there, Bokoblins. How you guys doing? You guys have the upgrades yet? You do! Here we go, we got Bokoblins with some upgrades now. They got a horn on their head. They can, I believe, have some extra attack to that as well. Oh, and same old Moblins as well. Throwing your friends to try to kill Link. You guys never learn. And I see you've got something on your head too. Is that like a rock? No, that's your other horn. You got a horn as well. Well, get out of here. You guys are gonna die the same. Get out of here, Moblin! Face the wrath of Link! Oh, nice try, you dumbass! You missed. You might want to try having some better accuracy next time. One of the cool things about the new horn items they added in Tears of the Kingdom, outside of the enemies looking pretty cool with their new upgrades, it will help us with fusion. It will give weapons, of course, an extra power bonus for that, so that's going to be very, very handy. There we go, look at that, down on the ground. The Boko Bows making triumphant return. But, you know, we got Construct Bows that are like 1 damage extra, but it's still better, so I'll take it. I mean, I was thinking, I kind of do want to take on at least 1 shrine before we make our way over to the destination. Well, I don't have a horse, so I don't really want to make my way over to a stable. And speaking of horses, I just remembered now that we're finally in Hyrule Kingdom. Link, you got to reunite with your best friend, Parfait. Where's he at? We've got to find him. Again, hopefully I can maybe remember the color and design that Parfait had. Link, you'd be a really bad friend if you forgot what your best friend looked like. But we gotta make a note on that. We gotta find Parfait. That's important. Hyrule Restoration Materials. Use this materials cache for all your building needs. Come find us if you'd like a dream home. Hudson Construction. Oh, it's nice to see Hudson doing well for themselves. You know, the rebuilding and stuff. It's one of the things I really like with all the new things they added in the Hyrule. They kind of do show you that, yeah, Hyrule has been rebuilding itself slowly ever since the end of the Calamity with Link and Zelda kicking ass against Calamity Ganon. And although the restoration has to be put on pause now that the gloom has kind of come around and invaded. But, you know, it's progress. Progress is progress. And Hudson Construction! Okay, Link, that's not the smartest idea to go in for the Grand Slam right next to a bomb barrel, but at least I stopped yourself right before that happened. That could be pretty bad. Yeah, nice try. You're not going to want to fight Link when he's better at the bow fights. Oh yes, these items. These are actually very important items. Definitely want to make sure you pick up a lot of these Sundelions. A wild plant that grows in the sun at high altitudes. Sorry, soaked in sunlight. Its petals can restore health depleted by gloom when used in cooking. Yes, the most important thing with that is going to be very helpful. As the gloom, I don't remember how soon I'll be able to show this feature, but the gloom introduced a new system in Tears of the Kingdom where they will deplete your health, but instead of doing it how the Malice did, where they normally deplete your hearts the normal way, they kind of do it in a system to where, like, you still have that heart/health, kind of, but, like, it's overtaken by gloom, and it has, like, a different look. It's probably a terrible explanation, but that's the best I could do for now until I can actually show off what the gloom does. But yes, definitely want to keep an eye out for Sundelions. They're going to be very, very handy as we go further through the game. Is that a Bluebee off in the distance? Oh, it is. Why, hello there. Don't mind Link, but if we can go ahead and get a good shot on this arrow, I wouldn't mind shooting you off in the distance over there, because, you know, you've got some rupees you can go ahead and spawn for Link. It's going to be very, very handy. Just got to time my arrow shots really well. Oh, stop moving. No, stop. Stay still. Stay still. Stay still! Oh, that's what you get. We hit him. We got some rupees. I'll take it. A red one, too. Oh, yeah. Got two. Haven't picked up a single rupee. Good start so far. I'll take a red right off the bat. And I do also want to head off into this cave, as this is also another new thing that they've sprouted all around Hyrule, which, in my opinion, with all this stuff, I kind of liked the new exploration in Tears of the Kingdom a little more than what they did in Breath of the Wild. Oh my god, hey, Ranch Ruins Cave guys. Yeah, I forgot about these guys. Oh, okay, yeah, these guys get kind of annoying. I think hobgoblins, I think they're called. They're very annoying guys that like to hang on the walls and ceilings. Or, sorry, Horriblin. I don't know why I was thinking of, like, the Spider-Man villain, but I guess maybe there's some similarities? I don't know. Yeah, Horriblins, they get kind of annoying. You mostly find them in caves. But yeah, like I was saying, I've really loved, like, them adding caves throughout Hyrule and all that. I'm not trying to say Breath of the Wild's exploration is not good, because I would never dare to say that, because that is so far from the truth. I was just trying to say that I appreciated them adding more caves. Gives you some more options to, you know, find some more stuff around the kingdom as you're going around. I guess it makes it more feel like traditional Zelda games. I think that's what I was trying to say with my point of view right over there. So, we got a chest over there? Oh, dude. Yeah, sometimes we can go ahead and find these kind of wooden areas in caves and all that. They can pretty, give you some good goodies. Let's see what we got. Anything good? Traveler's Sword. Well, Traveler's Sword is not entirely what I was hoping to get, but I guess that's fair. It is the beginning of the game. I do see a Bubble Frog around here. I saw your bubbles. Hey there, sir. Don't mind Link. Link's gonna go ahead and kill you, so we can go ahead and take your bubble. It's gonna be very handy. Now that we're in the kingdom, we can get ever so closer, kind of, to being able to actually trade these in. If I can just remember how we do that. I know you gotta, like, find a certain thing with, like, a spawn point, but I don't really remember where they spawn. Oh, shit. I forgot about those guys, too. Yeah, so many new things to talk about. I'm sorry if that's getting kind of annoying, but Tears of the Kingdom really did introduce so many new things. We got, I think they're called boss bokoblins. Yeah, we got the leader of, like, gang bokoblin groups that we can find throughout Hyrule. You don't really want to mess with those. Those guys, they know what we're doing. They're pretty damn strong opponents, so I guess at the moment I'm going to hold off for now, because we don't really got the best equipment for that. But sometime later down the line, oh, Link's going to come for them, because it's pretty damn fun to raid their bases when you find them. Since we didn't get to properly do this on the Great Sky Island, this is it. Now's a good chance. I don't know what this Macabre's doing. He's looking like a dumbass, but let's do it. Activate stealth mode. He's walking in place. He's probably not going to see it coming. There's absolutely no idea. He's got food on his back. Like, as well. Just stay right over there. Right over there. Stay right. Oh, we can't do the sneak strike. Oh, god damn it. The fruit's in the way. Oh, shit. Well, I mean, that kind of counts as a sneak. The fruit was in the way. I'm counting it. That's a win in my book. There we go. Here's the shrine. I've been slowly making my way over this as we go. As you can see, we got some very mysterious gloom shining off in the distance over there. We'll definitely be checking that out later, though. Maybe when the game calls for it. Because, most importantly, we're here to go ahead and take on the Geosin Shrine. Shape rotation. Geosin Shrine. Let's get started. Our first shrine in Hyrule Kingdom. Okay, let's see what we got here. So we've got this thing. I see. So I think we're gonna wanna. Okay, I see what we gotta do. We gotta do the X mark. I do remember this one. Okay, let's go ahead and see if I can shape this right. Okay. Okay, I see what we gotta do. We're gonna wanna have these thingies kind of move like diagonally, like that. But the thing is, like, they're too big, so they can't really fit through. Seems like it's probably the right angle, maybe. So easy does it, Link. There we go. A little further, and perfect. There we go. We got it. Nice. Okay, now from here, we just go ahead and make a bridge for ourselves to go across. Very nice. And I think we just gotta leave that there. That's not gonna fit through that small little doorway, no matter how hard you try. Here we go. We've got our next ones up. Okay. So, okay, first of all, let me do that. Okay, now I see where the problem is. Right. Okay. So let's set that down, and I think that should go through there. Perfect. Okay, now we've got that thing. Now this size might be a bit of a problem. Let's see what I got to work with. Let's see. Oh, okay. I think you gotta fit the boxes in there, if I'm remembering right. It's the only problem when I've only played Tears of the Kingdom start to finish once, like I mentioned earlier in the playthrough, is, probably forgot a handful of how to do these shrines. Might be able to climb it up that way. Okay, there we go. I would like to go ahead and pick up that chest. Thank you very much. Ooh, hasty elixir. Nice. That'll be pretty handy. I'll gladly take it. Okay, now I gotta remember how to fit this into this. Oh god. Okay, this might take a little while. Okay, so it's all gonna matter on, like, the side corners, I think. Okay, that can fit through there. Okay, there we go. That's kind of something. Okay. Come on. We can work at this, Link. You got this? Oh, God. I feel like I messed it up. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay, don't have that fall. We want to have this half push in there. Come on. It's like right there. Please. It feels like that's possible. There we go. I got it. Nice. Cool. Not that bad. Okay, now from here, I think if we can just set this down like that. No, because we're going to have to climb that up. Okay. Okay, no. Go on the wall, please. Thank you. That should hopefully be fine. Only one way to find out. Oh yeah, we should be good. Yeah, we're good to go. Oh shit, watch out, Link. I completely forgot about these guys. The new tree enemies. Yeah, sometimes we can occasionally find trees that end up being like these guys. Who definitely don't like Link. They don't really give you, like, the best things. They kind of just drop you whatever the trees got. But they can get kind of annoying sometimes. But it is pretty funny to see a walking tree trying to fight Link. Well, I mean, I guess this in the background. I don't mind taking some extra wood. Now that we finished that shrine, we only got one thing left to do, and that's to make our way over to our destination right over here. It's right in front of us to continue on with the story, as there's not really a whole lot of other things we can do around Hyrule at the moment, especially when Link doesn't have his hands on the paraglider. Once you get the paraglider, that can kind of open more freedom around. But for now, just keep on making our way. And we should very soon arrive. We're right outside the gate. And the closer Link gets, you can see that they've built quite a nice little remote base operations area over here in Hyrule with a big-ass tower. Nice little spot, especially with it being right outside Hyrule Castle. Hello there, sir. How you doing? Link? Mr. Link? Yep, it's the one and only. Is that really you? Where have you been? Well, you know, long story, but for the short side of it, he's kind of been stuck in the sky. No one's seen you or Princess Zelda since you went under the castle to investigate the gloom. And that's when the castle rose into the air. Everyone's been so worried about both of you. Purah has barely slept. She's been trying to figure out where you two went. At the moment, Purah should be in that building with a telescope. Please hurry there now. She'll want to know that you're alright. Alright, will do. And here we go. Now arriving at Lookout Landing. A very nice new location that we are going to be coming back to a lot going forward. It's pretty much like I was saying earlier. Kind of like the home base area in Tears of the Kingdom. A lot of the continuing the story stuff after things happen is going to go down right here. A nice little base that Hyrulean people have made for themselves. I don't believe it. What, you don't believe that Link's back? I know. Pretty crazy, huh? Link, where have you been this whole time? We hoped you'd come back soon, but then you didn't. And now you have. Where's Princess Zelda? You didn't bring her with you? Whatever happened, please go talk to Purah first and foremost. She's up in her research lab. That's on the north side of our fort. Up on the second floor. Hurry! Don't you worry, he's gonna get down to that, but sorry to disappoint everyone, but he unfortunately does not have Zelda with him. She's missing once again, and hey there, Robbie! It's been a while since he's last seen you. How you doing? Ah, what a pleasant evening. Hey you! Where have you been? Robbie, head of Purah Development. Don't answer that. Tell me later. For now, you should hurry and go talk to Purah. She's been in a tizzy ever since you and the princess disappeared. She's in the building with a telescope up on the second floor. Go see her and give her some peace of mind, will ya? Alright, well, I think you should probably just go ahead and talk to Purah, Link. Everyone's just telling you to do that. They don't really want to talk to you until you do that, but that's fair. Don't want to keep her waiting. Let's go ahead and pay her a visit. Oh, hey there, you were, Kata, right?
What?
Sorry, Joshua. Oh, that's right, you were an entirely new character. Sorry, I completely mistook you for the person, one of the kids in Kakariko Village. We'll be seeing you around here as well, going forward, too. That hair. Those eyes. Doc!
Oh.
Dr. Purah! The swordsman! The swordsman has returned! She's awfully excited to see him.
Okay. Now where have you been? Linky, you're not a ghost, are you?
He's not, he can promise you that.
Hey. That looks interesting. Phew. One step at a time. What exactly happened?
Purah, head of Lookout Landing. It's so good to finally see you properly back to normal. Looking actually like an adult this time, instead of your failed experiment that happened. But, yeah. It's kind of a whole thing, Purah. So he's gonna get down to
you and
it.
Princess Zelda go beneath Hyrule Castle, you discover a mysterious mummy which suddenly reanimates. Then Zelda falls into a fissure and vanishes. That must have been when the castle rose and the ruins fell. Then, later, you wake up on a sky island, saved by the arm that was stuck to the mummy. You get the Purah pad from an unusual creature, and learn that your new arm belonged to someone named Raul. The Master Sword disappears. hear the princess's voice and find your way here.
Bravo, Purah. You've got all the events in the perfect order.
What?
Then,
What?
are you saying you came from up there? Oh, why, you certainly did. It's a pretty graceful skydive you did, too. It's a shame you didn't get the chance to see it. This Raru you met, I think that's what the first king of Hyrule was named. Are they one and the same? So much of this doesn't make sense. Yet. But I'm certain that mummy you found under the castle must be related to the Upheaval. The castle rising up, the ruins falling down from the sky. The mummy must be connected to it somehow. And then there's the most important detail of all. You're sure that you heard the princess speak to you? And she gave you a clear message to find her? If that truly was the princess, then that means she's alive. Maybe she's trapped beneath the castle and needs help. That settles it. I know you only just returned, Link. But I need you to meet with the search party up by Hyrule Castle. They've been searching tirelessly for you two. The captain in charge of the search is named Haz. Work with him to find the princess as quickly as you can.
Yes.
I know that mummy may still be lurking somewhere around there. Which is concerning, to say the least, but we have more immediate problems to deal with right now. I'm counting on you, Linky. And here we go, opening up our character profiles tab on the Purah pad. Very cool. To the Kingdom of Hyrule complete, hell yeah. Which brings our way to Crisis at Hyrule Castle. It's hard to believe these ruins just fell from the sky. I mean, they're from the Age of Legends, and now they're here. It's all so strange, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, it sure is. But it's also a great opportunity. All of us on the Zonai survey team should count ourselves lucky. If it weren't for the upheaval, this never would have happened. Not that anyone knows what the upheaval even is. Well, Purah is investigating the upheaval. She's certain that it'll provide clues about Princess Zelda. But progress isn't great, I've heard. Is the princess alright wherever she is? These ruins right here are exceptional. But really, who cares about that at a time like this? Yeah, I guess that's fair. Not all the concerns. We got a new crisis with the upheaval going down with the Hyrule Castle. Everyone's thinking that the land was going to be safe once Calamity Ganon. Finally, it was gone for good after, thanks to Link beating him out there. But, you know, Hyrule's never safe. Hello there, Construct. I believe this guy's pretty helpful and kind of come back to get some, of your energy cell upgrades, I think, from this guy. This is a crystal refinery. I can take your crystallized charges and use them to produce energy wells. The production will require at least 100 crystallized charges. Damn, well, only 95 more to go, I guess. There's nothing really else we can go ahead and do besides making our way through Hyrule Castle. Although, one thing I can point out and say, it is really nice to have Link finally be able to make his way through Hyrule Castle without getting charged at by Guardians and their lasers. Guardians are finally no more anymore. Don't gotta worry about that. And all the mouse is gone, so the land is a bit more clear to walk around. We've actually got ourselves a chest. Sorry, a shrine right in front of here. And look at this silent princess, sitting lonely in the rain. You don't gotta remind Link that Zelda's gone once again, but I guess he'll take it to have something to hold on to as he makes his way to find Zelda. But before we go ahead and meet up with Haz, like Purah asked Link to do, let's go ahead and take on this shrine over here. It's looking very nice. It's begging Link to be calling him to go ahead and take on the Kiononis shrine? Yeah, I butchered that badly. Combat training. Kiononis shrine. Okay, I think I actually said that right this time. Here we go. Kind of bringing back what they did in Breath of the Wild with the combat shrines against the main Guardian Scouts. We've got to fight constructs this time around, though. The shrine purifies the ancient evil. You who have entered here, heed my instruction. Use a side hop to avoid enemy attacks. This will create an opening that you can use to strike back. Pretty much kind of given the rundown of the controls, just like the shrine they had in Kakariko Village in Breath of the Wild. Alright, let's go. Let's go. There we go. Shoot in there. Hell yeah. Do a backflip to avoid enemy attacks and create an opening to strike back. That all sounds fine and dandy, but Link doesn't have a weapon anymore. That's fine. I'll go ahead and, what do I want to use on this guy? Maybe the long stick. Why not? Let's go. Bring it. Ooh, I didn't think that was going to be another Flurry Rush, but we got it. There we go. I don't really want to waste all my durability on this guy. You can repel an attack if you parry with your shield at just the right time. Strike back in the opening you create. Alright, can do. Oh, okay, that could have been kind of bad. I thought I was a little bit too early on that. Build up your power and then release it to unleash a charge attack. Catch your enemies in this motion to damage them. He remembered that. And there we go. Thank you very much, and I'll go ahead and take your good stuff that you got. Your mastery of these techniques has earned you access. Proceed within. Why, thank you, Shrine Voice. Now, I think, unless I'm remembering wrong, which I guess is possible. Okay, I mean, they kind of have you pick up these weapons over here. I was going to say, I think they have you being able to pick up some stuff like the Kakariko Shrine had back then for chests. We don't got chests this time around, but rusty weapons, which, you know, we got the worst of it this time, but at least we can get our main reward, which is the Light of Blessing. It's most important. Well, I mean, I guess we get this chest, too. Ooh, Zonite Sword. These weapons are pretty cool. Kind of the main thing with these weapons is, like, you don't really get the best usage out of them until you fuse things on them, but as you can see over here, it introduces a kind of a new thing. Also, the Soldier's Broadsword I got down there in the inventory. Weapons kind of have, like, different abilities now in this game. So the good thing with this one is you're going to want to fuse Zonai devices, and I think Construct stuff works too with this, to get, like, the best use out of the Zonite swords. And things like the Soldier's Broadsword gives you faster charge attacks, spin attacks, which is very cool as well. Whoa, was that opening there before? How could I have missed it?
What?
Huh? What is it? We're close to the chasm here, so it's dangerous, you know? For all I know, this shrine could be dangerous too. My point is, lots of things are dangerous ever since the upheaval, so be careful, okay? Well, you're kind of interested in about this chasm.
Huh?
More like chasms. You know, the creepy openings in the ground. Ever since the upheaval, they're all over. In this area, they're beneath Hyrule Castle and to the south of Lookout Landing. I heard that members from the research team went rooting around in some and ended up in a bad way. It's best to steer clear. I'm glad I'm researching shrines and not the chasms. Well, you know what? Good for you. We got another kind of villain to talk to here as well. Link! Is that really you? When did you get out from the castle? I'm so ashamed. I've been on watch duty here this whole time, and I didn't see you at all. Well, I mean, I guess, to be fair, it is dark and rainy out here, so I guess it's probably a little bit harder to see someone. I've really got to get serious about my training. Captain Haas doesn't know that you're back, does he, Link? You should report to him right away. He's on the gate tower at the top of the hill, past the lower gates. I'm sure the captain will be just as surprised to see you as I was. Yeah, I'm sure, because Purah was making a mess out of her room in there. I heard things all coming crashing down and falling just to see Link. I mean, I get it. He knows. He's the hero of Hyrule. Grand celebrity around here in Hyrule. Saved the land from the calamity. Everyone wants to make sure he's okay. I do appreciate all the concern. And speaking of it, more people were going to miss him. We got to go talk to Haas, who is around the gates, just like before. And obviously, you may not have Magnesis, but Ultra Hand works just as good. Hey, this area is off limits while we conduct our search for Princess Zelda and Link. Well, I mean, the one of the people you mentioned is literally staring daggers right at you in the face, so let him pass, please. He's here to talk to Haas. You can't just come wandering in here like that. Link? It's you? I'm sorry. I had no idea that you had returned. Wait, if you're back, does that mean we don't need the search party anymore? No, keep it going. Zelda's still out there. Oh, we should go talk to Captain Hawes. He's leading search efforts here from the first gatehouse up ahead. You'll find it at the very end of this road. Why, thank you very much. He certainly does remember how to make his way across Hyrule Castle, but he still appreciates the directions nonetheless. And would you look at that right there? Hyrule Castle right up above. You definitely see how much higher it is in the sky, and nowhere near as easy to get to as it was back then, unfortunately. But we're not here to worry about that right now. We gotta go talk to Haz, who I think is somewhere around here. On one of these, like, balcony areas. Somewhere fine around here. Yo, Haz, where you at? Purah sent him over here to come talk to you. Link's back from the sky, making his triumphant return to save the kingdom once again. He just gotta talk to you. That might be you. I think I saw a person over there. Are you the guy? You should be right over here. I think this is you. It is indeed. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something. Huh? Link? Is that you? You're alive! And all in one piece, it looks like. Does that mean Princess Zelda is safe too? What a relief! Hang on. You're alone? But you heard the princess calling out to you, and you're here to help with the search? I see. Maybe I don't. I'm a little confused, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is continuing our search for Princess Zelda. I'm relieved to see you come up here and help us out, though. We needed some good news. The sheer amount of gloom has gotten overwhelming. Our work carries on, but we've been a bit dead in the water. Captain, it's Princess Zelda! Princess Zelda! She's safe! Wait. What? You saw that too, Link? You saw Princess Zelda turn into light and fly off, right? Well, yeah, you certainly did. Not very normal for Zelda. How strange. This is an emergency situation. Why would she leave without saying a word to us? We need to let Purah know about this as soon as possible. Considering what we just witnessed, I think it makes sense for us to withdraw, but it will take a bit. Please, you must tell Purah about what happened here as soon as possible. Alright, well, you certainly shall. Princess Zelda disappearing into light. Not very good, especially with that being very similar to how it was back in underneath Hyrule Castle. But with all that mysterious shenanigans going on with Zelda, I think that's actually a good place to go ahead and wrap up the video here. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and I'll see you in the next one, where Link will be making his return and back to Lookout Landing to talk to Purah about all this crazy stuff that's going on with Zelda. Her disappearance is, a bit more unusual this time around than it usually is in the past, so it's definitely a cause for concern to talk about with everyone at Lookout Landing. And then from then on, I believe, if I remember right, the game will kind of push you into the right direction of fully giving you more freedom to explore around. All sorts of exciting stuff await Link now that we finally arrived at the Kingdom of Hyrule down below the sky. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe for enjoying my videos, and I'll see ya in the next one. Peace.